Hello friends, welcome back to my new channel Technotapan. And friends, today's video is a part of a previous video which was driving license test question and answers part 2. Today also I am going to cover about 50 questions. These are the same questions which are provided by the RTO and the answers are also provided by the RTO. So friends, enjoy yourselves and don't skip this video. This is a very beneficial video.
सब्सक्राइब नहीं करेंगे तो कैसे जानेंगे? और हाँ, घंटी जरूर दबाइएगा, नहीं तो अगला वीडियो जरूर मिस कर देंगे. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, today's video will cover the driving license test question and answer in English part 3. So friends, as you all know that I have already covered 100 questions in my first two parts. If you have not seen them, the link is in the description. Go and watch it. And now we will start from the question number 101. Which is minimum age for obtaining driving license for transport vehicle is option number 1 25 years, option number 2 18 years and option number 3 20 years. So I think that the option number 3 is the correct one for transport vehicles. It's not for private vehicles. Okay, for private vehicles it's 18 years, for transport vehicles it's 20 years. Let's cross check it. Yes, it is the correct answer. Let's take on the question number 102. This sign represents, okay, there's a triangle and there's a Y intersection. So as you all know, this is a Y intersection. Third option should be the correct one. Yes, third option is correct. Let's take on the next question, friends. I am increasing the speed as I have to cover about 505 questions. So 103rd question says overtaking is prohibited in following cases: state highway, panchayat roads and narrow bridge. So overtaking is prohibited in narrow bridges. Option number 3 is the correct one. Yes, option number 3 is the correct one. 104th question says this sign represents, there's a circle, there's an upward arrow and there's a right arrow connected to that arrow. So I think that says compulsory go ahead or compulsory turn right. So okay, third option is the correct one. As you can see, the third option is the correct one. Let's move on to the 105th question. If a person in charge of an animal apprehending that the animal may become unmanageable request to stop a vehicle, the driver shall stop the vehicle, the driver shall proceed blowing the horns, the driver shall reduce the speed. So first option is the correct one. Yes, first option is the correct one. This sign represents, next question, there's a triangle and there's a car inside that triangle and there is a symbol of slippery road. Okay, so this sign represents slippery road. Next question, friends. Parking prohibited in the following case: roadside, where parking is permitted, near traffic light. So parking is prohibited near traffic light. Option number 3 is the correct one. This sign represents, okay, there is a car, there is a triangle, and I think that this is for loose gravel, means loose ground. So first option should be the correct one. Yes, this option is the correct one. Next question, 109th question. Overspeeding is an offense leading to suspension or cancellation of driving license, is an offense leading to punishment by fine only. It is not an offense. So I think that option number 1 is the correct one. Yes, option number 1 is the correct one. It can lead to suspension and cancellation of your driving license. This sign represents, there's a triangle and there's a bicycle inside that triangle. So I think this is a cycle crossing. Option number 1 should be the correct one. Yes, option number 1 is the correct answer. 111th question says when school buses are stopped for picking up or setting down students, blow horn and proceed. Proceed slowly and cautiously since there is a chance of students suddenly crossing the road. No special care is required. So I think that option number 2 is the correct one this time. Yes, option number 2 is the correct one. Question number 112th. This sign represents there's a cow inside a triangle. So I think that possibility of cattle on road. This is the correct answer. Yes, this one is the correct one. When a blind person crosses the road holding white cane. Okay, a blind person is standing on the side of the road and holding a white cane. This is a signal that he wants to cross the road. So option number 1 is the driver of the vehicle shall consider the white cane as traffic sign to stop the vehicle. Yes, option number 1 is the correct one. Let's check it. Yes, option number 1 is the correct one. 114th question says this sign represents, okay, there's a school boy with a bag in his hand and inside a triangle. So I think school ahead. Option number 1 is the correct one. Yes, option number 1 is the correct one. Let's move on to the question number 115th. 115th question says when a motor vehicle is involved in an accident, shall report to the nearest police station within 24 hours. So I think that option number 1 is the correct one. Yes, option number 1 is correct. This sign represents, okay, there's men at work symbol inside a triangle. So option number 1 is the correct one. Yes, option number 1 is the correct one. 117th question. When any property of a third party is damaged due to an accident, driver shall report to the nearest police station within 24 hours. This is the correct one, friends. Yes, this option is correct. 118th question says this sign represents, okay, there is a mountain and there are rocks falling from it and inside a triangle. So I think that falling rocks, third option is the correct one. Yes, third option is correct, friends. 119th question says when a vehicle behind has begun to overtake our vehicle, we shall not overtake another vehicle. We can overtake another vehicle. We can overtake another vehicle blowing horn. So first option is the correct one. We shall not overtake another vehicle. Next question says this sign represents, okay, there is a boat inside a triangle. So I think that ferry. Okay, second option is the correct one. Ferry. Next question says the driver of the vehicle in front has not given the signal for overtaking. Option number 1, we can overtake, we shall not overtake, and option number 3, we can overtake blowing horn. So option number 2 is the correct one. Yes, friends, option number 2 is the correct. Next question, this sign represents there's a triangle, there's a car inside and it's on the steep ascent. So first option is the correct one. Yes, friends, it's on the steep ascent. Steep descent is also similar, but you have to take care of the symbol. Question number 123rd says when our vehicle is being overtaken, we shall not increase speed, we can increase speed, we can increase speed with due care. So first option is the correct one. We should not increase our speed when another vehicle is overtaking us. 124th question, this sign represents, okay friends, this time this symbol is for steep descent. Okay, steep descent is the second option. Let's check it. Yes, it's the correct answer. Question number 125 says parking is prohibited in following places. Entrance of the hospital. Option number 1 is the correct one. Let's check it. Yes. Next question, friends. This sign represents, okay, there's a road and it becomes broader as we proceed. So I think broad road ahead. Road widens ahead is the correct answer. Option number 3, yes, it's the correct one. Let's take on the next question. Parking is prohibited in the following place: blocking a fire hydrant near a public well, left side of the road. So I think that blocking a fire hydrant is the correct answer. Option number 1, yes, it's the correct one. Next question, friends. This sign represents, okay, there's a road and there's a gap in between that. So this sign represents bridge ahead, gap in the median. Okay, option number 3 is the correct one. Yes, option number 3 is the correct one. Next question says to carry pillion rider on a motorcycle, the vehicle shall be provided with footrest, hand grip and sari guard. The first option is the correct one. Let's check it. Yes, first option is the correct one. Okay, next question says this sign represents hump or rough road. Friends, this symbol is for hump and rough road inside a triangle. So let's check on. Yes, it is the correct answer. Next question says smoking while driving public service vehicle can attract suspension of driving license, can attract fine only, none of the above. So can attract suspension of driving license first is the correct one. Next question says this sign represents there's a barrier inside a triangle. So first option is the correct one, barrier ahead. Yes, this is the correct one. Next question, friends. Abandoning vehicle in a public place causing inconvenience to other passengers, the driving license is liable to be suspended or cancelled. I think that the first option is the correct one. Yes, first option is the correct one. Okay, next question says this sign represents, friends, there is a rectangle and inside that rectangle there's a road and the end of the side road is painted in red color. There's a red line on that side road. So I think that side road does not have any openings. This is the meaning. So let's take on the options. No thorough side road, which is the correct answer. Let's check it. Yes, it is the correct one. Next question, friends. Abandoning a transport vehicle as a mask of protest or agitation or any kind of strike in a public place or any other place causing obstruction or inconvenience to the public or passengers or other users of such places. As you have seen in India, when there is a strike or when there is something protest going on, the people block the road by using their vehicles, which is illegal. So first option is the driving license is liable to be suspended or cancelled, which is the correct answer. Okay, the sign represents, okay, there's a road going on and the road is blocked by a red horizontal line. So I think that there is no passage because this road is painted in red line. So there is no passage. If this road was in same color, I think that it was for main road ahead. So no thorough road. This should be the correct answer. Yes, it is the correct one. Next question, friends. Carrying overload in goods carriages legally not punishable. Only fine is attracted, can attract suspension or cancellation of driving license. Option number 3 is the correct one. Yes, option number 3 is the correct one. Next question, friends. This sign represents, there's a P symbol and both sides horizontal arrow is printed just below it. So I think parking on both sides. Parking both sides, option number 2 is the correct one. Yes, option number 2 is the correct one. Question number 139. The driver of a taxi refusing the offer for journey for the reason that distance is short can attract suspension, cancellation or driving license. Option number 1 is the correct one. Next question says the sign represents, there's a parking symbol and there is a bike printed just below the parking symbol. So I think that parking lot for scooters and motorcycles, it is the correct answer. First option should be the correct one. Yes. Next question, when you reach an intersection when there's no signal, light or policeman, you will give way to traffic approaching the intersection from other roads, give proper signal, sound horn and proceed, give way to traffic approaching the intersection on your right side and proceed after giving necessary signals. So option number 3 is the correct one. Okay, this answer is correct. Next question, friends, 142nd question. This sign represents, so there is a parking symbol and there is a taxi printed below it. So this symbol belongs to parking for taxi. So option number 2 is the correct one. Yes, option number 2 is the correct one. Next question says 143rd question. While you are approaching an intersection where the yellow signal light is blinking, you shall, as there is no restriction, proceed at the same speed, stop the vehicle and wait for the green light to appear, slow down the vehicle and proceed only after ensuring that it is safe to do so. Option number 3 is the correct one, friends. Yes, this option is correct. So next question, friends, this sign represents, there is a parking symbol and an auto rickshaw is printed this time just below the parking symbol. So I think parking for auto rickshaws, option number 2 is the correct one. Let's cross check it. Yes, it is the correct one. Question number 145th says, where the road is marked with continuous yellow line, the vehicle should, okay, continuous yellow line means not touch or cross the yellow line. This option is correct one, friends. Yes, this option is the correct one. Okay, now question number 146 says, this sign represents, okay, there's a driver driving a car and he's showing a signal with his hand. So option number 1, request to stop the vehicle coming from behind, intends to turn right, request to stop the vehicle from opposite direction. So I think that intends to turn right is the correct one. Option number 2. Yes, option number 2 is the correct one. So question number 147 says, while you are driving on gradient roads, you should give precedence to the vehicles coming down the hill, give precedence to the vehicle going up the hill, give precedence to the vehicle carrying heavy load. So I think that second option is the correct one, because as you drive up the hill, the braking problem, as you release the accelerator, the vehicle tends to move backwards. So I think that you have to give preference to vehicles going up the hill. Option number 2 should be the correct one. Let's check it. Yes, friends, this is the correct answer. Next question says 148th question. This sign represents, okay, now this time there's a car and the driver is showing anti-clockwise direction with his hand. So I think that this signal represents to turn left. So option number 1 intends to turn left. This should be the correct one. Yes, friends, this is the correct answer. Next question, 149th question. The driver of a tractor trolley shall not carry any person other than driver, more than 3 persons other than driver, more than 2 persons including the driver. So I think that any other person other than driver. First option is the correct one. Okay, on tractors you have seen in the villages that many people travel at the same time. That is totally illegal. On tractor trolley, only one driver is allowed to drive and travel. There should be no other person on the tractor trolley. Okay, friends, let's take on the last question, 150th question. This sign represents, okay, friends, there's a driver inside a car and he is showing a downward signal by his hand. So this signal is for slowing down the speed. Let's take on the options. Option number 3 is intends to slow down the vehicle, which is the correct one. Let's check it. Okay, friends, so this was the last question of this series. I have to cover 505 questions, so stay tuned. Other videos will follow soon. So friends, this was the video for the driving license test series question and answers, which will be asked in the RTO when you go to give the driving license test. Hope you have enjoyed the video and this video was useful for you. If this video was useful for you people, kindly hit the like button and share this video to as many as people you can. If you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. 2 more channels are also displayed on your screen: Kids Dishita Show and Super Shivani channel. Kids Dishita Show is a kids channel for your children and kids, and many entertaining, informative and educational videos are uploaded every now and then, and your children are going to love this channel. And on Super Shivani channel, about 250 Indian recipes are already uploaded, and every now and then a new recipe is uploaded. So I think that you people will also like these two channels. So if you want to subscribe these channels, the link is in the description. You can share these channels as well. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.